We have a lot of patients that come in the hospital, a lot of clients that come in the hospital that, pregnant animals that come in, either the mom can't take care of them or they pass away, during their C-section, their spays, and or they can't take care of the babies, or if sometimes clients find orphan animals too out in their backyard, and so I kind of step up and take those animals and try to give them a second chance. Sometimes they don't make it, but all you can do is try, and it's definitely 24-hour care, round the clock, all the time. The most recent one we had was a pit bull that came in. The client was intending to breed her. I guess it just kind of went horribly wrong, and he brought her in pretty late after her initial, when she started giving birth. I think it had been several hours, and so she had one puppy stuck in the birth canal, and the other one actually didn't have a heartbeat on the ultrasound, and we took her to surgery because she had to have a C-section anyway to get the puppy removed, and actually the puppy was still alive. And so we tried to keep her with mom for a couple of days, but sometimes just new moms don't know what to do, and especially I think the mom was maybe 1 or 2 years of age, and she just didn't want to be a mom, so she just kind of rejected her, which can sometimes happen. And so I kind of stepped up and tried to do my best to take care of her, and she almost didn't make it, but so far she's doing good, so we'll see how she does. You can't regulate their body temperature for the first 2 to 3 weeks of life, so you have to make sure they have a very warm environment. They also can't see, they're deaf and blind, and so that you have to make sure that you're around them all the time. And most newborns, cats and dogs, have to be fed every 2 hours, round the clock, night and day. But yeah, I usually keep them like in a cat carrier with like a little incubator or like a little heating pad, just to make sure they stay nice and warm, and just keep them in a nice quiet space. You don't want them around with other dogs and cats. It is a project. When you sign up for something like this, like, you have to make sure that you're available 24/7, and you have to make sure that you're able to take them everywhere with you. Like if you have like a get-together, you gotta make sure you can bring them with you, and it's in a safe, warm environment, and it's not too noisy, and there's not too many people wanting to hold them. And as far as how many babies I've actually had, I don't know, let's say like 30 or 40 or so. It's been a lot. I have to make sure what's fair for my own animals, and so I've always told myself if I can't find them a home, I'll take them to a shelter or a rescue or something like that. But I still, to this day, have never taken any animals to the rescue, because when you go back and forth to work, or like friends and family and stuff like that, somebody always ends up adopting them, because they watch, just like you, they watch them grow up. I definitely encourage anybody to do it. Anybody who wants to do it, it's so rewarding. I don't have human children, so I can't obviously say it compares, but in what little knowledge I have, it compares to me, because you're there for their first moments, their first time they open their eyes, their first time they hear anything is your voice, and it's really cute seeing something that thinks you're mom, and you're their world, and you're there for everything for them. You're there for the first steps, you're there for the first pee and poop on their own. It sounds silly, but it's really rewarding watching those milestones happen, and it's something that you can't replace with anything else. It's very rewarding.